All the sides, the ego's grammar of death. Look at language long enough and it starts to confess. The suffix cide, from the Latin caedere. To cut or to kill is the ego's signature engraved into speech. Homicide, suicide, genocide, each one a miniature altar to separation. To kill is to assert that life can end. But how can what was never born be slain? How can an eternal idea be cut off from its source? The Course says what God creates shares his permanence. So death is not an event, it's a belief system. The linguistics of illusion. Every side is a variation on the same hallucination. The wish to make division real. Homicide, the killing of homo, man. But man is a projection of mind, a costume stitched of guilt. Destroying the costume doesn't touch the actor. Suicide, the killing of oneself. But who is the self? The ego's puppet or the self that God created changeless? If it's the puppet, the strings were doomed to fray. If it's the self, the knife never lands. Genocide, the killing of a kind. The collective version of the same delusion. Many bodies, one belief in loss. The ego multiplies illusions to make guilt feel justified. Millions of deaths are still one false idea repeated. The industry of killing. From pesticide to rodenticide, from fungicide to viricide. It's the mind playing executioner in its own projection. Each side reenacts the primordial separation, eliminate what I cannot control. Kill the bug, the weed, the germ, and the guilt momentarily feels clean. Language becomes ritual, a spell that seems to divide what can't be divided. Every word is a cut, subject and object, doer and done to. But beneath grammar's corpse lies wholeness untouched. The myth of ending. There is no death. The Son of God is free. Not a metaphor, a fact of spirit. Yet the ego built an entire lexicon to deny it. Every side in our vocabulary is a small act of worship to nothingness. When the world says he committed suicide, it means he believed the dream more than the dreamer. When it says they ruled it a homicide, it means we agree to mourn the unreal. But illusion cannot kill illusion. Only belief gives it temporary gravity. Spiritual forensics. Stand over any side scene and look with Christ's vision. No body, no victim, no murderer. Only a mistaken thought waiting to be retranslated. The Holy Spirit calls it an error, not a crime. Forgiveness becomes the antidote to every side because it joins instead of cuts. It says gently, nothing happened. The undoing of sides. When the mind withdraws belief from killing, it remembers union. The sword turns to a mirror. Every murderer was striking at himself. Every victim was imagined. There is no homicide because man is not a body. No suicide because the self cannot end. No genocide because the sonship cannot be divided. All sides are linguistic fossils of guilt. When guilt dissolves, the vocabulary of death dissolves with it. Creation resumes its native tongue, extension, not destruction. Love becomes the only grammar left. Submitted for your reconsideration, a language that turned death into a suffix. A mind that believed cutting could create separation. But between homicide and suicide, pesticide and genocide, a quiet voice keeps saying, there are no sides and no sides either. Only one life, uncut, unkillable, and forever whole.